Get ready for the morning rush.
A quick wrap of your news and weather, and we'll start with Kristen Curry this morning.
Good morning. We'll start with the next big weather maker. It's a cold front moving in as we speak. It's already crossed that I-40 corridor, but really that will help trigger some of these storms and showers as we get into the later part of the afternoon. Eastern slopes of the Sangre de Cristo Mountains looking at some of these storms, and these will continue to roll off into the surrounding plains. Definitely something to watch for, as some of these storms could be strong to severe. Crystal?
And as you get ready to head out the door, we're following today's top local stories, and we start with Catherine Mazzone.
The 3 suspects charged with Victoria Martin's rape and murder are expected to enter a plea today. According to court documents, Michelle Martin's, Victoria's mother, Fabian Gonzalez, her boyfriend, and Jessica Kelly, his cousin, all face first-degree murder charges, along with a slew of other serious felonies. They include intentional abuse of a child resulting in death and rape of a child under 13. Arraignment is set for 8:30 this morning. More on those charges and possible penalties coming up in the 5 Facts. Adam?
And Fabian Gonzalez will be sentenced next month for violating his probation. He was supposed to be on supervised probation for a 2014 domestic violence and child abuse case, but no one had been checking on him when police say he raped and murdered 10-year-old Victoria Martins last month. The state has been investigating if corrections or the courts dropped the ball. Gonzalez is now facing a possible 2 years in prison for violating his probation. Sarah?
Today, both sides in the Sandy Perez trial will continue to fight over what they want and don't want the jury to hear in the trial. One of the items both sides really focused on yesterday was a computer-aided dispatch report from the officers who responded to the scene. Prosecutors argue that the defense wants to use portions that are unconfirmed and just hearsay, but the defense believes the prosecution can't have it both ways. A judge is expected to rule on the remaining motions today. Adam?
And breaking overnight, police investigating a shooting in downtown Albuquerque. It happened on Copper between 6th and 7th about 1 a.m. APD says a man was shot multiple times but was transferred to the hospital and will survive. It's unknown at this time if a shooting suspect has been arrested, but police did say they are working to identify that person. An Albuquerque woman will spend life in prison for the death of her 4-year-old stepdaughter. In 2012, Gayla Hernandez and her new husband, Anthony Chavez, were charged with child abuse resulting in death. Hernandez claims that she found the girl face down after falling off a stool, but doctors say she was covered in scratches and bruises.
Los Lunas police are still searching for 3 thieves who they say tried to steal a white Dodge truck. School security caught them on surveillance Monday in the Ann Parish Elementary School parking lot. They say 3 people were inside the Dodge. One got out, could not steal the truck, so took the stereo instead. If you recognize the trio, call police. Kristen?
Our Metro Threat Index for today added 2, kind of like yesterday. We have just a slight chance of an isolated storm getting in here. If that storm does make it into Albuquerque, we do have the possibility of brief downpours, gusty winds and lightning. Most of this happening late today. We'll see a lot of sunshine getting into the afternoon, but even into this evening, that threat is a lot higher as you get into the eastern plains, where more strong to even severe storms are possible out across east central and southeastern New Mexico. Adam?
Defense contractor Lockheed Martin plans to lay off more than 300 employees in the metro by the end of the month. The company filed a formal notice of the cuts at the beginning of August. A spokesperson for Lockheed Martin says that's because it expects to lose a contract at Kirtland Air Force Base. The Journal says the new contractor, AOCE, will rehire those employees immediately.
Wildlife officials are worried a beetle in southwestern New Mexico could end up wiping out an endangered bird. A beetle is eating the leaves around the southwestern willow flycatcher's nest on salt cedar trees. The U.S. Department of Ag released the beetles into the area to control the spread of the non-native salt cedars. Biologists say replacing the salt cedar trees with native vegetation is ideal.
A big win for Libertarian presidential candidate and former New Mexico Governor Gary Johnson this morning. For the first time in 100 years, the New Hampshire Union Leader newspaper is not endorsing a Republican. Instead, they're endorsing Johnson. In an editorial published Wednesday, the publisher called Donald Trump, quote, a liar, a bully, and a buffoon, and also called Hillary Clinton a prime example of the status quo.
All right, time now for a look at traffic. We do have an accident out there now, I-40 eastbound at the Big I, and that's on the transition ramp as you're going on to I-25. So if your commute takes you this way, you definitely want to give yourself some extra time on your way out the door. Do you know everything else across Metro looks good? No problems there on the surface streets. We will let you know as soon as that accident clears. Crystal?
6 people in Bernalillo County dealing with a parasitic illness this morning after consuming raw milk products. Raw milk has not undergone pasteurization to destroy disease-causing germs. They can lead to an illness commonly called crypto, especially dangerous for kids, older people, and those with compromised immune systems.
We now know the cause for the Blue Angels crash that took the life of Durango native and Marine Captain Jeff Coos. Officials say it was caused by pilot error. Coos was killed June 2nd during a Blue Angels practice outside Nashville. The Navy's report says that Coos was traveling too fast and too low as he transitioned from a climb into another maneuver. It also says pilot fatigue and weather contributed to that crash.
Consumer Product Safety Commission issuing a major recall this morning for the Samsung Galaxy Note 7. Reports say the batteries in the phone can explode and catch fire. So now they've ordered a recall of about 1 million Samsung Galaxy Note 7 phones. Samsung says the positive and negative sides of the battery came into contact with each other, causing the manufacturing problem. People can get a full refund or a replacement phone.
Albuquerque Zoo is celebrating World Rhino Day next week. The zoo will hold an event where everybody can learn more about Chopper and Bertha, the 2 white rhinos. 3 of the 5 rhino species are on the brink of extinction, and the zoo wants to raise awareness and get people involved in saving the world's 2nd largest land mammal.
And according to Adam, they are very fun to watch.
It's been on his calendar all year, really. He's been looking forward to this.
Yes. On to this now. New Mexico native Alex Stern about to release her first music video. She's now living in Nashville, but to celebrate where she came from, she filmed her first video in Tucumcari. Her music video for her song Runaway will be released on September 27th, and we wish her good luck.
Good for her.
A little bit of New Mexico out there.
She's got a lot of talent, too.
Tucumcari to Nashville. That's quite a jump.
Wow.
Yeah. That's awesome. All right, time now for the 5 facts you need to know.
Number 5, can you go for an hour without water? The Water Utility Authority is challenging New Mexicans to turn off their faucets, hoping to remind people that it's important to fund water infrastructure. If you participate, you're going to be entered into a raffle for a rain barrel. Details on the KRQE News app this morning.
Number 4 now, with just over 2 weeks to go to this year's Balloon Fiesta, Sandia Pueblo officials have not changed their mind. Last week, you might remember, the Pueblo announced it would no longer allow hot air balloon landings on tribal land. Pueblo officials now say balloons flying over must stay at least 200 feet up. Pilots will have to inform the Pueblo to land, and only a single chase crew can come get them if they do have to land on tribal land.
At number 3, looking at the possibility of strong to severe storms out across the eastern plains today, the marginal risk has been posted for a good chunk of eastern New Mexico here. And when it comes to the threats, we'll be watching for hail as well as gusty winds, frequent lightning, heavy rain. Can't even rule out the possibility of an isolated tornado. Now, central and western New Mexico, we're actually getting some nice weather as we approach the weekend. More sunshine and temperatures in the low 80s. Saturday, still a few spot storms expected out over the eastern plains. The rest of us, it is going to be nice. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, a nice warm up back to the mid 80s. But by next week, make sure you know where that umbrella is, because we do have more rain likely to move into the area by Tuesday into Wednesday. That will come with the cool off. And also, if you're going to be out late tonight and over the weekend, grab the jackets, because the overnight lows will fall to the mid to upper 50s.
On to number 2 now. This morning, police have a stolen van back, but they're still looking for the 3 people who stole it and ran the owner over in the process. APD says the victim heard his van starting when he was sitting outside the house he was working on near Griegos and 12th Street yesterday morning. Neighbors say they heard yelling and saw the van, or rather the man, chasing that van. At last check, he's in a critical condition. The van was found last night in a neighborhood near Unser and Montaño.
Number 1, all 3 suspects in the death of 10-year-old Victoria Martins are expected to appear in court today. Pardon me, Victoria's mother, Michelle Martins, her boyfriend, Fabian Gonzalez, and his cousin, Jessica Kelly, are all facing murder charges, among others. Martins was found dead in the Albuquerque apartment she shared with her mother last month. We are going to be following today's developments in court, on air and on the KRQE News app, so look for that right here on News 13.
Got a lot more coming up on our next show. Tail Wagger of the Week, my favorite part of Fridays, and the rail yards coming back.
That's right.
And if you are running out of ideas of what to do this fall, but you really want to get out of the state, we have some pretty cool and fun ideas for you. Stick around, because we're going to be back in just a few minutes on KRQE This Morning. We will see you on the other side.